Xbox going back on its word about console price, and our best look yet at Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. All these juicy gaming news stories and more on today's Weekly Glitch. In its continued appeal to have UK regulators approve its $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Xbox announced this week that it had signed a 10-year commitment to keeping Call of Duty on other platforms, but mainly the Nintendo Switch. Could future Call of Duty installments come to Nintendo's console day and date should the deal go through, or is it more a case that, retrospectively, previous Call of Duty campaigns get ported to the Nintendo Switch? Speaking of Call of Duty, it made headlines for the second time this week via an extensive Activision leak, which went into great detail about what players can expect from both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 throughout the rest of this year. The most interesting tidbit was mention of a potential new Resurgence map, apparently codenamed Saba, which is set to arrive alongside Season 4 sometime later this May. More exciting for campaign fans like myself, however, was mention of a full-fledged Call of Duty release for 2023, supposedly developed by Sledgehammer Games and codenamed Project Jupiter. Could we be going to space again? Could Starfield launch later this summer after all? Maybe so. That's according to a recent leak on the GOG Galaxy app, which temporarily listed Starfield's release date as June 29th, towards the latter half of the summer. If true, this date would see Microsoft keep its promise of seeing Starfield release in the first half of 2023, but only just. Though yet to be confirmed by either Xbox or Bethesda themselves, June 29th is believable because it would see the game release right in the suggested timeframe, and would see the game release just mere weeks after Xbox's so-called E3 presentation. Either way, a trip to the stars doesn't seem that far away after all. Sticking with this week's Xbox theme, could Microsoft be raising the price of the Xbox Series X in the UK? Speculation has since started after we learnt this week that Xbox did just that within Sweden, upping the price of the Xbox Series X console by the equivalent of $50. This news follows a similar Xbox Series X price hike which already occurred back in January in Japan. Citing the challenging global economy, Sony upped the price of the PlayStation 5 last August, but Microsoft, when commenting, expressed its commitment to maintaining the existing Xbox Series X price. However, it wouldn't be too surprising to see Xbox go back on its initial word and eventually up the price right here in the United Kingdom. Another major leak also happened this week, this time in the form of an art book for a little game called The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Unfortunately, a select number of images were posted online by a Reddit user, which documented certain outfits that Link will wear and even hinting at certain powers. But don't worry, we won't be spoiling any of them here. The book will apparently come included as part of the game's collector's edition. New faces, new locations, and new enemy types are apparently featured, which is good to know because so far the trailers have been very secretive about what's actually happening in Tears of the Kingdom, so in a way it's good to know that there's some things we still don't know that are worth getting excited about. That just about does it for this week's roundup of juicy gaming news. Be sure to join us again next week for another Weekly Glitch. Until then, be healthy and stay playing.